Those crab fishing shows.
What's the worst job you had? Just as far as physically, like I will kill myself before I'm 30 if I do this.
Out of high school, I worked on there was a Knights of Columbus Hall that was having a wheelchair ramp built, and I had to carry cement bags and pressure-treated lumber every day. And I only lasted a little over 2 weeks, I think.
I lasted 8 days. I was a gopher on a construction site. We were roofing in June or July. Ugh. And I just remember having to bring up those. First of all, I bought the wrong color shingles. They wanted the ebony one, and this was off ebony. I don't know what it was, so I had to go all the way back, unload the things I loaded on, load some more back, brought the things back. And I just remember, dude, it was just like I never ate so much in my life. Like I'd eat like 3 sandwiches, and like a half hour later, I'd be like starving, and just weight was just falling off of me. I was just like, dude, this is insane. Yeah. But the thing was, if I hung in there for like a month, I would have got my sea legs. But I just was like, but I didn't have it. I knew it. I always knew. Like when I played drums and everything like that, every time I thought I was getting good, I'd go into Guitar Center and some 8-year-old kid would get on a kit and I'd be like, holy fuck. Like I was like, dude, I would pay you to give me lessons. And it's just like that when whatever you're trying to do, when you see like a kid come in and he blows you away, it's just like, all right, this is a hobby, Bill. This is a hobby.
Well, doing construction is definitely not a hobby. It's just brutal back-breaking labor.
There's a gift as far as like seeing how things go together. Oh yeah, dude. There's an art to everything.
Well, there's an art to construction.
There's the Louis C.K.'s of fucking contractors.
Oh yeah. No, I mean as far as building houses, but I mean laboring, like carrying bags of cement. There's no art to carrying bags of cement.
But they would give me shit to do, like make this miter cut 45, and I the same cut up 3 times in a row. It was to frame a door jamb, and I kept measuring to the inside of the corner rather the outside of the corner. Remember the third time I did it, my boss just looked at me, grabbed the wood, and he looked at me the whole time, walked up to the frame, and never took his eyes off me, and the frame was behind him, and he just stuck it to the fucking wall and just stared at me. I was so embarrassed. I was just like, oh, God, dude. He's like, dude, you went through like fucking $20 worth of stock to make one fucking cut. Like, what are you doing here? And I was just like, and I didn't even pick up my check. I didn't even pick up my check. I drove up to the site. We worked Monday through Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I drove up to the site, and I just looked at it, and my body and everything just said, dude, fuck this. And I just kept driving. He never called. Why would he call me? I'm the guy wasting lumber. He doesn't give a shit. He got free labor out of me, and I didn't give a fuck. And I forget what I did after that, but that was a rough time for me. But like I always knew, like if I didn't like a job and stuff like that, it's like the De Niro thing in what was that? The Heat. You got to be willing to walk at any moment. Yeah. You got to be willing to fucking walk.
You got to know it's bad.
Yeah. That was it.
That was probably the toughest physical job that I had. And it was also a good lesson, because it was a lesson that, like, if you work for somebody else and you're just doing labor, you're just doing mindless labor, you don't have any time for anything else. You think you got 8 hours in a day and there's still another 16, you'll get shit done. You're exhausted. You're fucking beaten down. I would go to the gym. I'd try to work out. And I remember trying to hit the bag, and I just had nothing. There was nothing there. I'd never felt so tired in my life. Yeah. And I was only like 18. I should have been full of piss and vinegar. I was just dead. And I remember, like, all my ambition wheels would just ramp it up. I was like, okay, this is not my fucking future. I got to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Because I had these delusions that I was going to become a carpenter. I was like, well, I'll get in the union. I'll start building houses. That's a good gig, which it is, if you're a good carpenter. That's what I thought
I was going to do. Yeah, you know what? It's a good gig if you're the guy telling the people to go build the fucking house. But if you're the guy out there pouring the forms, you've noticed that that's mostly young guys. Like, that is a fucking young, even like landscaping. Like, after a while, you got to get a crew, and you got to be the guy, like, sending the crews out, because there's only so long that you can just, like, I feel like laborers and that, they have like the same career trajectory as like a professional athlete. Somewhere around 35 to 38, your body's going to be like, dude, I can't fucking do this anymore.
You just break down. There was I had a bulging disc in my neck, and I went to an MRI place. And there was a lady who went in before me.
A lady?
And this lady, I was looking at different people's MRIs, and this lady had the most fucking ridiculous cartoon bulge of her disc. some poor woman who I think she worked at a laundromat or something like that, just carrying baskets of clothes, and her back was just so fucked up. And she was probably like 40 years old or something like that, came over here from, Mexico or Guatemala or something. And I remember looking at her back, like this poor lady has no choice. She has to go to work. There's no way around this, and there's no jobs for her other than this. She can't speak English. Like, she's got to do what the fuck she's got to do. And she had.
Dude, you went into her chart, huh? You started reading
right
up on
there.
her.
It was just sitting up there on the screen. And I asked the guy, I go, whose back is that? He goes, it's hers. I go, holy shit. I go, does mine look that bad? He goes, no. He goes, that's bad. He goes, that's bad. It's real bad. Like, she could barely walk. Like, she had sciatica up and down her leg.
Oh my God! Ooh, 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 ooh,